You've probably seen the headlines. The biggest cruise ships in history are setting sail in 2026. And they're not exaggerating. The next generation of ships isn't just about being larger. It's about being smarter, flashier, and packed with features designed to make passengers spend more while thinking they're getting more. But here's the twist. If you know where to look, you can actually flip that system and claim perks that most people don't even realize exist. Every new ship launch comes with what insiders quietly call the new ship bonus. It's a hidden grace period during a vessel's first year, when cruise lines quietly loosen their usual restrictions, just to fill cabins and build glowing reviews. It's the one moment when passengers can score everything from free upgrades to onboard credits, simply because the cruise line wants those early sailings to sell out and set the tone. Yet very few travelers ever notice it. Here's why. By the time the ads hit your feed, the best early bird deals are already gone. Cruise lines use their first-to-market incentives on a select group of loyalists, travel agents, and algorithm-tracked subscribers who booked within 72 hours of the ship's itinerary reveal. These early bookings are gold to the company, and they often come with layered perks: free Wi-Fi, specialty dining credits, or even guaranteed balcony upgrades. But even after those sell out, another secret window opens. It's the soft launch period, the few months before a ship's official christening. During this time, the line runs short preview voyages or partial itineraries to test the crew, dining systems, and onboard tech. These aren't usually advertised on the main website. Instead, they're hidden under repositioning or shakedown labels on booking portals. For the cruise line, it's about fine-tuning operations. For passengers who spot them, it's an incredible opportunity. The same ship, often 20 to 40% cheaper, plus perks to make up for unfinished venues or limited entertainment. You're essentially being paid to beta test luxury. And 2026 is shaping up to be the biggest year for this. Royal Caribbean's Star of the Seas, Norwegian's Prima Plus, Carnival's Celebration Horizon, and Princess's Sun Princess the Succescund will all enter service, meaning the competition for attention will be brutal. Each brand will push to outdo the others with promos disguised as limited-time experiences. If you know how to track those early openings, you can collect hundreds in bonuses before the rest of the market even notices the ship exists. But the biggest advantage isn't just price, it's flexibility. During a new ship's first 6 months, lines relax refund and rebooking rules to keep early adopters happy. Cabins get upgraded quietly, loyalty points double, and drink packages suddenly appear included. It's not generosity, it's strategy. The company wants glowing reviews flooding YouTube and TikTok. And that's exactly where smart travelers slip through the cracks and score like insiders. Because when everyone else rushes to book the hype, you'll already be sailing under the radar. Glass in hand, balcony upgrade included. Now, here's where most passengers miss their shot. The new ship bonus isn't just about booking early. It's about timing your booking against the ship's PR calendar. Cruise lines operate in carefully staged marketing waves. First comes the reveal, when renderings and concept art hit the internet. Then, the press voyage, when influencers and journalists are invited aboard for free. Finally, there's the public release, when the average traveler sees the ads and prices for the first time. By that point, the algorithm has already adjusted the fares based on engagement and search demand, which means you're paying 10 to 20% more just because you clicked too late. Insiders who track the build schedule know exactly when that middle phase hits, when the ship is finished but not yet hyped. For example, when Star of the Seas reached its sea trial stage, Royal Caribbean quietly opened a hidden inventory of test sailings for travel agencies and loyalty members. Those who booked then scored massive perks, upgraded cabins, free Wi-Fi, and dining vouchers that disappeared the moment the ship's YouTube tours went viral. Once the buzz builds, the AI-driven pricing tools see interest spikes and raise rates automatically. It's not random. It's digital psychology, and it's built into every new ship launch. This is where you can turn the system to your advantage. By tracking shipyard milestones, you can predict the moment before the hype hits. Follow maritime news for phrases like float out, sea trials, or delivery ceremony. Each one signals that the cruise line will soon open short pre-inaugural sailings. Those are your gold mine. The cabins are limited, but they almost always come with built-in value. You might get onboard credit, waived gratuities, or even complimentary shore excursions. Why? Because the cruise line knows these voyages are half marketing, half experiment, and happy passengers are part of the campaign. It gets even better when you book through a travel advisor. New ships are where agencies fight hardest for commission bonuses, so they'll throw in their own incentives. Prepaid gratuities, free specialty dining, or a few $100s in onboard credit. The cruise line reimburses them later because it still counts as occupancy momentum. To the company, your discounted room is cheaper than an empty cabin on the world's newest ship. And don't overlook the launch shuffle. When a ship debuts, older vessels in the fleet quietly get discounted to fill the gap. Booking one of those older ships right after a new launch gives you an indirect new ship bonus, better prices, newer crew transfers, and even service upgrades as management moves staff around. While everyone else chases the shiny new vessel, you're getting 5-star service on a ship that suddenly feels brand new. So when the 2026 fleet sets sail, remember, hype isn't your friend, silence is. The best deals don't appear when cruise lines are shouting. They appear right before the noise begins. But even once the new ship has launched, the bonus window doesn't close. It just changes form. After the christening and media events, cruise lines quietly enter what insiders call the stabilization phase. This is when the operational feedback starts rolling in from those first sailings. Everything from cabin air conditioning complaints to dining wait times. The line wants smooth sailing before the next review cycle, so they begin layering incentives again, this time disguised as goodwill gestures. You'll never see them advertised, but they're there. For example, a new ship's first few months often feature unannounced upgrades, a better cabin category, surprise credits, or open bar nights. It's damage control wrapped in hospitality. If something breaks or service slows, you'll get a "we're sorry" perk that can be worth hundreds. And since early passengers tend to post online, those benefits multiply fast. Cruise lines prefer quiet compensation to bad publicity, which means the earlier you sail, even after launch, the more likely you are to collect unexpected extras. Here's another overlooked secret: the loyalty stack. Cruise lines desperately want their repeat guests to experience the new ships first, but they also want fresh faces on board. So they run overlapping loyalty offers. The same booking can qualify for multiple perks at once if you book during crossover periods. Imagine combining a brand new ship promo, a loyalty tier bonus, and a seasonal sale, all stacking together because the system hasn't flagged them as redundant yet. Most passengers never try, but those who do can walk away with 2 or 3 times the normal perks. Free drinks, double points, or specialty dining passes worth $200 or more. And if you want to go even further, target itinerary anomalies. When a new ship changes ports, sometimes the local authorities delay clearance or dock upgrades. The cruise line can't announce it, but they'll quietly discount or offer onboard credits to keep bookings strong. Those adjusted itineraries are golden, slightly inconvenient, but massively rewarding. A canceled port can translate to extra onboard credit, spa access, or excursion vouchers if you know to ask. It's not luck, it's policy. In 2026, expect this across every major fleet. Royal Caribbean's Star of the Seas and Carnival's Celebration Horizon are both expanding itineraries aggressively, testing new ports while adjusting crew staffing. Norwegian's Prima Plus series and Princess's Sun Princess the Skjergen are building their reputations on premium, experience-first branding, meaning they'll shower passengers with goodwill perks to secure glowing reviews. Every one of those lines will quietly reward calm, early adopters who don't panic over the growing pains. Because in cruising, patience isn't passive, it's profitable. The people who wait for perfection pay full price. The ones who embrace the early chaos? They walk away with the perks no one else knew existed. There's one more phase of the new ship bonus that few people ever talk about: the repositioning advantage. Once the excitement fades, the cruise line has to move the ship to its permanent region, often from Europe to the Caribbean or from the US to Asia. Those one-time sailings are logistical necessities, not headline vacations, and that's exactly why they're so valuable. The line needs those cabins filled, but the typical market doesn't know how to search for them. So they appear quietly on booking engines, sometimes under special voyages, often at half the usual fare, packed with perks designed to hide the fact that they're technically moving the ship, not vacationing with you. Book one of these, and you'll find the bonuses stack up fast. Free Wi-Fi, longer itineraries, waived gratuities, and even upgraded stateroom categories, all because you're helping them relocate their billion-dollar asset. These repositioning cruises also tend to attract seasoned travelers, not casual vacationers, which means fewer crowds, better dining availability, and a calmer atmosphere. It's the insider's sweet spot: less polish, more authenticity, and a price that feels like a loophole in the luxury market. Another overlooked trick? The review window. For about 3 months after a new ship launches, the marketing team tracks sentiment like a hawk. Negative posts on Cruise Critic, Reddit, or YouTube can actually trigger quiet compensation efforts. A dip in star ratings can lead to sudden sail and save flash promotions or hidden upgrade offers to re-energize bookings. If you spot an influx of mixed reviews online, that's not a red flag. It's a green light. It means the company is pivoting to restore confidence, often with generous deals that disappear as soon as the buzz resets. And then there's the emotional side. The real reason these bonuses exist at all. Every new ship represents billions of dollars, years of construction, and thousands of crew members staking their careers on its success. The line will do almost anything to make sure the first few months set the right tone. So when you board during that window, you're not just a passenger, you're part of a global performance. They want your satisfaction posted, your smile photographed, and your rating logged at 5 stars. If you know how to navigate that moment, you'll be rewarded far beyond your fare. The irony is that the new ship bonus was never meant to be public knowledge. It evolved as an internal tool, a quiet incentive for loyalty members and test guests. But 2026 is the year that everything changes. With so many new vessels launching, the bonus isn't a whisper anymore. It's a pattern, one you can learn, predict, and exploit. The people who master it will cruise like VIPs, collecting perks that others mistake for luck. So, when you see a brand new ship trending next year, Don't scroll past or wait for prices to settle. That's when you move. The first wave of bookings isn't about paying the most. It's about claiming the extras before the crowd knows they exist. Because at sea, the smartest passengers aren't the ones who spend the most. They're the ones who see the game behind the glamour. You've been watching Cruise Threads, where the real stories sail below deck. Subscribe, because the next secret is already on the horizon.